So one of the common things I hear from estate agents is, oh, I've lost that listing because the other agent overvalued it. That should never happen. So I've never lost a listing based on another agent overvaluing, because there's a couple of things that I would do to make sure that doesn't happen. So first of all, you need to pre-warn the owner of what might happen and to let them know that other agents may say a higher value just to win the listing. In fact, I say to the owner, they've got two important decisions to make. The first decision is which estate agent they want to use, and the second decision is what asking price they want to set. So don't confuse those two decisions. Choose your agent and then decide on your asking price. And when you choose your agent based on their service, their fee, but which one you believe is best equipped to achieve the best price for your property. Because if you choose the agent based on what they say the house is worth, often I find that the agent that's actually made the highest valuation is probably least equipped to achieve that price, and the only reason they've set a high asking or suggested a high market value or asking price is to win the listing. But make it clear to the owner that's the tactic that some estate agents do. So I will say to them along these lines, look, just so you know, other agents may say this property is worth a lot more. They might say it's worth 250,000, but you've got to be careful that they're not just trying to pull the wool over your eyes and mislead you and tell you a high price just to make you smile, to say what you want to hear, just to win the listing and get it on the market. Because if they do that, well, the danger is that it will just sit there on the market, it won't sell, and then it will go stale and stagnant, and people won't want to view it because they'll think, well, what's wrong with it? It's been on the market a long time, it hasn't sold, and then you've got to reduce the price, then people think, what's wrong with it? And then you're just chasing the market down, and you may actually sell for less than the market value today. So don't be misled by estate agents saying the house is worth more than it is. So I say to the owner, this is one of the things I would say to the owner. If another agent comes in and tells you the house is worth a lot more, the question you need to ask them is, can they show you the evidence to prove that this is what the house is worth? So, so that when I say evidence, I'm talking about a property that has sold recently, that's nearby, that is actually sold. And if they can provide that evidence and show that your house is worth £250,000, then I'll be the first to agree that it's worth £250,000. So you're not then arguing with the owners, you're not saying the other agent's wrong, you're just giving the owner the advice on what to ask that agent, which is, can you show me the evidence of how you came to that figure? And then I'm also saying that if they can show the evidence, I'm agreeing with them that's what it's worth. So again, I'm not going to lose the listing over another agent overvaluing it. They can still come back to me and use me to sell the house. As I said before, choose to the owner, choose the agent, then decide on the asking price. So hopefully they'll still want to use me, and then we can decide, once they've instructed me, what asking price we're going to use. Then when another estate agent does come round and says, oh, I think it's worth 250, they'll be saying, yeah, Sean did warn me about this agent, and they suddenly put their guard up and they know to beware. Another important point is show them evidence of price reductions in the area. So you can go to Zoopla and do a search for properties in your town, and it will put them in order of probably highest price to lowest. And then you can change that order to most reduced. And so then when you print them off, you'll see that one's been reduced by 14%, by 15%, or 12%, 11%, 10%, and show that to the owner and just say, look, this is what will happen. You'll have to reduce the price, and this is what other agents are doing. They're getting the house on the market, and then they're going to tie you into a long contract, and then when it hasn't sold, they'll just say, drop the price, drop the price, drop the price. So pre-warn the owners, let them know what can happen, and hopefully you won't have that problem when you're talking about other agents overvaluing it. Hopefully you found that useful.